Hello everyone, in this video we'll see first order low pass Butterworth filter. So as we know, for the first order low pass filter, so as we discussed in the previous video, for the first order low pass filter in the stop band region, the gain will decrease at the rate of 20 dB. Okay, so we'll see how it is now. So this is the circuit of first order low pass filter which is used in the non-inverting configuration. That is, input is applied at the non-inverting terminal and the feedback is applied at the inverting terminal. Okay, so the input is connected with the variable resistance R. So and also we have made use of capacitor C. So this is an active filter. So according to the voltage divider rule, the voltage VA, the voltage at VA at the non-inverting input terminal is given by, that is, across capacitor C. So the voltage at A due to this Vin, the signal voltage applied, the AC signal applied and used to resistance R and due to capacitor C. So the voltage A across C is given by VA. The potential at VA is equal to minus JXC, that is capacitor, or by voltage divider rule, minus JXC divided by R minus JXC into Vin. Okay, so the voltage across VA is this much. So where X is the impedance of the capacitor C. So therefore that is given by minus JXC. But what is XC? XC is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi FC. And also we know that J square is equal to minus 1. So minus JXC can be written as 1 divided by J 2 pi FC. So if J square is minus 1, minus J square will be equal to 1. So minus J is equal to 1 by J. So we are replacing minus J by 1 by J. XC is 2 pi FC. So now the potential at VA is minus JXC divided by R minus JXC into Vin. That is the small AC signal applied. So where XC is the impedance of the capacitor. So now applying what is VA. So VA is minus J, X is 1 divided by 2 pi FC. R minus J, X is 1 divided by 2 pi FC into Vin. So now I have taken 2 pi FC LCM over here. So if I take LCM here, this will become 2 pi RFC, 2 pi FC into R minus J. So this 2 pi FC and this 2 pi FC will get cancelled. So that is minus J 2 pi F RC minus J into Vin. Okay. So now, taking minus J common here. So if I take minus J common, so this term will become 1. So and this term will become minus 2 pi F RC divided by J. So I have taken minus J outside. So minus J will get cancelled. So left out is Vin divided by 1 minus J 2 pi F RC divided by J. So I can write, so since minus J is equal to 1 by J, so minus 1 by J is equal to J. So here minus 1 by J is there. So I am replacing it by J plus J. So this will become Vin divided by 1 plus J 2 pi FRC. So I will repeat again, J square is equal to minus 1. So minus J will be 1 by J. So and minus 1 by J will be J. So this minus 1 by J I am replacing it by plus J. So this equation become VA is equal to Vin divided by 1 plus J 2 pi FRC. So and also we know that for the non-inverting op amp, so V0 is 1 plus RF divided by R1 times the input. So that is V0 is 1 plus RF divided by RA times the VA. So what is the voltage applied? But what is VA? VA is Vin divided by 1 plus J 2 pi FRC. So V0 by Vin. So V0 by Vin is the gain of the circuit. So that 1 plus RF divided by R1 is AF, that is feedback gain. So this will become 1 plus J 2 pi FRC. So now I am replacing this FH as 2 pi 1 by 2 pi RC. So I'm taking J as I have kept J and I have written F divided by FH, where FH is 1 divided by 2 pi RC. So this equation can be written as V naught by V in 1 plus RF divided by R1 is AF 1 plus J. So F I have kept constant, where FH is the higher cutoff frequency of the low pass filter. For the low pass filter we have higher cutoff frequency. For the high pass filter we have low cutoff frequency. So now where FH is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi RC determines the higher cutoff frequency. AF is the gain of the filter in pass band. Okay, that is with feedback. F is the operating frequency and V naught by V is gain of the filter as a function of frequency. Okay, so this equation, so the gain, magnitude and phase angle equation of the low pass filter can be obtained by, the magnitude can be obtained by taking this V naught by V in, so that is equal to AF divided by 1 plus F divided by FH root of the whole square. So we are just taking it, making it constant. So where pi is equal to tan inverse of F divided by FH, where pi is the phase angle in decrease. Okay, so we can describe the behavior of the low pass filter using equation 4. Okay, that is so at very low frequency, that is when the frequency is very low, so F is the operating frequency, FH is the cutoff frequency. At very low frequency F will be less than, when the F is less than the higher cutoff frequency. So using this equation, so F is very much lesser than, to compare this means this whole term will be lesser. So this will become very lesser, so that V naught by Vn is equal to AF. So that is constant. So that it says at the lower cutoff frequency till F is less than FH, the gain is constant. Okay, so at F is equal to FH, when F becomes FH, so what this equation will be, F, so this will become same. So this will be 1, that will become root 2. AF divided by root 2 is 0.107 times AF. 1 by root is, that is minus 3 dB. So at F is equal to FH, it is minus 0.07 AF. So F greater than FH, that is the gain, what the gain will become is V naught by Vn is less than AF. So that is, it start decreasing. Okay, so this is the behavior of the low pass filter. So this equation describes the behavior of the low pass filter. Okay, so now filter design, how to design a filter. So steps involved in filtering a design. So the design step for first order low pass Butterworth filter, the step 1 is to choose the value of higher cutoff frequency. So what should be our higher cutoff frequency? So then once deciding the higher cutoff frequency, we need to select the value of C, which is less than or equal to 1 mu farad always. It should be less than or equal to 1 mu farad. So then choosing C, we can calculate what is R. FH we know, C we know, then we need to calculate what is R. So then select values of R, calculating R. So we can select values of Rn and Rf depending on the desired pass band gain AF. So what is the gain we need to have? So depending on that, we need to calculate what is Rf and R1. Okay, so this is the steps involved in designing a filter. So what is frequency scaling? So frequency scaling is something which where we can change the value of the cutoff frequencies. So whenever it is necessary to change the cutoff frequency, so the filter is designed such that we can change the cutoff frequencies. So that we call it as a frequency scaling. So the procedure used to change the original cutoff frequency to new cutoff frequency is called frequency scaling. So to achieve frequency scaling, first we need to choose the value of capacitor C. So as in the frequency design we have seen, first we need to achieve, select the capacitor C, since the capacitor C value will not change. So the required cutoff frequency can be achieved by calculating the corresponding value of resistance R. So once C is fixed, we can automatically change by reducing. So the FH, the cutoff frequency, is determined by one R and C elements. So C cannot be varied. So C is a fixed. So by varying R, we can change the cutoff frequency. So the resistance R is generally, we can choose a potentiometer such that required cutoff frequency can be adjusted and changed on requirement. So keeping frequency scaling is procedure of changing the original cutoff frequency FH to the new cutoff frequency. So to achieve frequency scaling, we need to have a fixed capacitor value C, and using potentiometer we can change the value of R such that we can change our cutoff frequency. Okay, so this is all about first order low pass Butterworth filter. Thank you.